Okay. Yeah.
Is Ann there?
Who's this?
I seen her sign up at the plaza.
Please, what plaza?
Is this 555-4823?
Lori? Come here, honey.
Hey, haven't I seen you on the TV?
Leave me alone. You're sick.
We have to talk.
We can get him on reckless endangerment, a misdemeanor. I can try for a restraining order. Keep him away from your home, from your business.
You're charging him with reckless driving?
Reckless endangerment with risk of bodily harm to your wife.
And my little girl. He tried to run down my wife and my little girl. They could have been killed.
Correct, Mr. Dembski. Now, if we get that restraining order, it's easier to pick him up just for being in your neighborhood.
Wait a minute. He's following my wife. He threatened my little girl. Tapes and flyers are all over the damn place. The phone never stops ringing. At the shop, at home, one hang-up after another after another. Now you're telling me we gotta wait for him to hurt somebody before you can lock him up? My God!
Norm.
Please. We're sitting ducks here. Innocent victims.
Mr. Dembski, your wife got mixed up with a very slick, very clever character. She was not coerced. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not trying to blame her for what happened here. Caston allegedly stalked and harassed his first wife after their divorce. This is not the first time.
He said she died of cancer.
That was his second wife. First wife won't even testify. She's still scared of him. I'm trying to work with what I've got so far. It's not much.
What about Holly Evans? Would she talk to you?
She's disappeared. No forwarding address.
Look, I only got as far as high school, so I'm not going to sit here and argue the law with you. But I do know that this isn't right. Now, I'm asking you to protect me and my family. Can you do that?
Please.
Your Honor, our real concern here is the safety of Mrs. Dembski and her family. The state requests a restraining order against Mr. Caston, who has been harassing the Dembskis with phone calls and videotapes.
Your Honor, please, I cannot allow the prosecution to make unsubstantiated claims. My client believes that Mrs. Dembski is making these wild accusations to deflect the anger that Mr. Dembski feels over the long affair between his wife and my client.
With the limited facts and absence of proof, this court cannot play intermediary in what seems to be a broken love affair. The request for a restraining order is denied.
Is that it?
I'm sorry.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Mr. and Mrs. Dembski, these are subpoenas for you to appear in Division 3. My client, Gail Sabat, has filed suit for permanent custody of her daughter, Lori Dembski. Hi, honey.
So, I guess we'll be seeing each other in court again real soon. Dembski, come on. All right.
Andrew. Good to see you. What brings you around?
We've got a problem, my friend. Videos were sent to all of our corporate officers. It gets worse, I'm afraid. Complaints from customers about bad repairs. Dealers saying you billed for work you never did.
They're all typed. I can guess who wrote them. Look, Andy, we've been doing business a long time. You know the quality of my work. You know I'm honest.
Sorry, Norm. We're gonna have to revoke your repair authorization.
Might as well cut my main artery.
Hi, Anne. What the hell do you think you're doing, Gail?
I think I'm entitled to get married to whomever I choose.
Nick Caston is a dangerous man. He harassed his first wife. He tried to drive me right off the road. You're crazy to be with him.
Yeah, I think that's really funny coming from you. I've seen the tapes, after all. Norm, look! I was just telling Anne that Nick and I...
Stupid can you be?
Well, I guess you and he have something in common now, don't you?
Nick is a cruel, hate-filled man.
He's a lost and lonely man who was just fine. Let's not get angry. Where's Lori? Is she ready?
Look, I know you love Lori. I know you wouldn't do anything in the world to hurt her. All I'm asking is that you come inside so we can talk about this.
There's nothing to talk about. Nick is Lori's stepfather now. And we have our work cut out for us trying to put ourselves together as a family. If you make things difficult for me now, I'll make them twice as difficult for you when we win custody.
Get the hell off my property. There's no way I'm letting Lori go anywhere with him.
Now, the court says that I
don't give a damn about the court. I don't give a damn about the cops. I don't care about you or your lawyer or the judge or the whole crazy mixed-up system. There's no way I'm letting my daughter go anywhere with this maniac. Not now, not ever. Ever! Look, Ann. Maybe we should sell our house. Get out of here, just disappear.
He's never gonna get custody. Not in a million years.
It's never gonna be the way it was, that's for sure.
Is that what you want, Norm? You want things to go back to the way they were?
Wasn't so bad.
No, it wasn't so bad. Me being the perfect mom, the perfect wife, the perfect hostess. You have no idea who I am.
And Nick Caston does, is that it?
It's me. There was a while when I thought I knew what I wanted.
I don't know what you want.
What I want is for us to find a way to get through this. But I don't want to go back, Norm.
You've been married 4 times since Norm Dembski divorced you in 1985, correct?
Yes.
Your second marriage lasted how long? A year?
11 months.
Ah. You didn't see Laurie at all during those 11 months.
Well, we were stationed in the Philippines. I mean, we could hardly fly back and forth.
Your third marriage lasted 10 months, correct?
That's right.
You didn't see Laurie at all during that marriage either, correct?
Your Honor, Howie and I traveled a great deal, and I didn't think it would be right to take a small child with us.
Your next marriage lasted 15 months, during which you saw your daughter just twice, correct?
Well, and then it may have been twice, but no, there was, I'm sure there was another, at least another.
As a matter of fact, Mrs. Caston, you only saw your daughter 5 times in all your marriages, correct?
Well, I have been seeing her with great regularity since then.
Once in January, twice in February, twice in March. Is that your idea of regular? Truth is, Mrs. Caston, it seems the only time you're interested in your daughter is when you're between men.
What did Mrs. Dembski say at this lunch?
She asked me if I thought her husband was having an affair. She said he wasn't coming home in the evenings, and there was a woman calling the house. I could tell she was jealous, insanely jealous, and she asked me to keep an eye on him.
And did you?
Yeah. He had lunch with a woman named Holly Evans. She's a topless dancer in a bar downtown. And I gave Ann, Mrs. Dembski, the address of the bar.
Your Honor, this is a custody hearing, not a forum for baseless and misleading claims by Mr. Caston against my client.
Counsel, please get to the point.
What did Mrs. Dembski do after she went to the bar?
She came to my apartment. She said she wanted to hurt him the way she'd been hurt. And she was very needy. I tried to comfort her, and one thing led to another.
And will this tape show us what you mean by one thing led to another?
Yeah, I believe it will.
Mrs. Dembski, how many times did you meet with Mr. Caston in his apartment? Was it more than 10 times?
Yes, I'm sure it was.
And where were the children during all that time?
Your Honor, can I say something?
Just answer the question, please.
You may speak.
I take responsibility for everything I did. It was my fault. It was wrong. I'm not making excuses. I'm willing to move out, give Norm a divorce. Anything it takes. But please don't take Lori away from him. He is a good, decent, wonderful father, and he had nothing to do with what happened with me.
Okay, Mrs. Dembski, that's enough.
What you said in court today, would you really do that?
That's the only way for you to keep Lori. Yeah, I would.
You're full of surprises. I always loved that about you.
So you got one you bargained for.
Yeah.
Can you guys talk later? I'm hungry.
I'm always hungry. What's in midnight?
Could you sleep outside tonight in the tent? It's warm enough.
Oh, I don't think it's a good idea for you to sleep outside tonight, okay?
But you promised when it got warmer.
Sometimes even moms break their promises.
But moms are supposed to tell the truth.
We're all supposed to tell the truth, Lori. Sometimes we make mistakes. Moms and dads and kids, we all make mistakes. And when we do, you gotta learn to forgive each other.
There are some conflicting facts that I want to consider before issuing a final order on custody, which would, of course, affect child support. Until that time, Gail Savitt's right to see her daughter will continue as before.
What about Mr. Caston, Your Honor? We're seeking a restraining order to prevent him from having any contact with the Dembski family. Surely that includes Lori.
I don't agree.
But, Your Honor...
I'm sorry, Counselor. You will receive my written decision within a week.
No.
Huh?
When's Gail coming down?
I don't know.
You want to play?
I don't know how.
Well, it's not hard. Here, I'll show you. See, the cat wants to get the mouse. The mouse wants to get away from the cat. Each one wants to stay just a step ahead of the other.
You want to be the cat or the mouse?
I'll be the cat.
Huh? See what happens? Let the mouse outsmart you. What's the matter?
How come you hate my parents?
I don't hate your parents. I don't hate anybody.
Then how come you keep calling and hanging up and putting dirty pictures of my mom up all over the place?
Look, it's not fair to drag you in the middle of all this because you're just a little kid. I mean, did you ever have this happen to you where you wanted something? You wanted something so bad, and then no matter what you did, you couldn't get it?
Ann.
From the court?
Yeah. Hereby ordered under authority of granting full and permanent custody of said minor Lori Jane Dembski to Mr. Norman Dembski of 28. Thank God.
No. What about visitation? Mrs. Gail Caston to have the right of weekly visitation to be arranged at the mutual convenience of the parties.
Is that judge crazy?
Well, at least she didn't get custody. Uh-oh. He's not gonna like this. The court is hereby ordering Gail Caston to pay us child support.
What?
Read it. Nick outsmarted himself when he married Gail. Her share of his income means that they have to pay us. When Nick gets this,
He must have got it today.
he's gonna go berserk.
I gotta get Lori.
He's gonna go completely berserk.
Too bad, Mr. Smarty Pants, you lost.
All right, where the hell have you been? Huh? Huh? What do you think I am? You babysitter here or what?
You come, sweetie.
Look, just because we were married does not mean that you can treat me like dirt.
You are dirt. You think I married you because I wanted you? You're pathetic.
Well, then you're pathetic.
Stop it! Stop hurting her! Please!
Okay, Lori, come on. I'm gonna take you home. Hi, Ann. Now, you tell Norm in there, don't do anything stupid.
Norm's not here. He went to get Lori. I'm telling the truth. You can see his car's gone. Let Lori go. You came here for me.
No! I want her too, Ed. I'm taking you both with me.
Please, let Lori stay here. I'll come with you. I promise.
No. Come on, let's go.
No, I can't leave Amy here alone.
Hold it! All right, okay. Let's all go inside.
Oh.
No! Don't answer that. Put her down. All right, where's Amy? Huh? Where's...
No, wait a minute. This isn't gonna work with the kids. If Norm gets home and he sees the kids are gone, he'll get the police. Look. There's a court order. See, he got the custody, not me. If I go with you alone...
Yeah, he'll still come after us.
Not if he believes that I wanted to. Not if I tell him that I love you. I'll write him a note.
Do you? Do you love me? Huh?
You don't understand, Nick. Because you never had a family. That day on the beach. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I would have gone with you then. I wanted the life that you told me about. But I knew Norm. I knew, because he'd always told me if I left him, that I would lose my kids. And that's when you gave him the tape.
Yeah, you went to the cops.
After Norm got the tape, you gave him the evidence to get custody.
I did that for you. Because I love you.
I know, you're right. You're right. You're always right about Norm, see? He doesn't love me. He only wants his girls, that's why. That's why we have to leave them here. We can't take them with us, see, because Norm would hunt us down. We would spend the rest of our lives running after. And I don't want it to be that way.
Okay, it's okay. Just tie her up. Tie her up.
No,
Call the cops.
no, you don't have to do that. Remember what we talked about? Daddy's gonna come home, he's gonna take you out, okay? Do you remember we talked about the other night? I just have to get my purse.
No. You are gonna need that. Come on. You all right?
Okay, put the cuffs on.
Unit 250, we got a Lake Forest. Unit 231 shows back ETA 3 minutes. ETA 10:45.
Somebody call an ambulance.
Right. Dispatch, this is Unit 210.
I love you.
Yeah?